For those that are still watching, you're either one of my wonderful subs, someone on mobile, or ad blocking. We're going to be waiting for a moment for the commercial to finish before we talk about this lovely, lovely hand. That hand's medium. We'll talk about why it's medium in just a moment. What matchups are bad for Blood Sapphire control? I don't think the Yotul matchup's all that stellar. This hand, let's talk about this hand really quick. So this hand's a keep. We've got a Ghostblade Duelist on 1. We need a second Ruby Shard for this, obviously, but this is reasonable other than that. Also, how clutch would it be if we just, like, changed decks the round before we would have gotten a mirror? Opponent does look to be playing the deck that we were in fact just playing. So I don't think this matchup is stellar for him. As I wanted to ask you earlier, what's bad matchups for the deck, and I think that this deck that I'm playing right now is a bad matchup for this deck on average. Platinum was all control decks. That's probably because Platinum was previously a bunch of bad life gain decks, and the control deck eats up the bad life gain decks. How do you feel about Pyretic Performer in the Yotul deck? It's medium. It's kind of clunky. Having a lot of cards that are double Ruby Threshold can feel kind of blah at times. Like, if we get a Ruby Threshold here, we're actually going to be we're probably in an okay spot regardless, but I'd really like to get a Ruby Threshold here. All right, Crackling Bolt. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to activate Yotul here, and then Ghostblade Duelist will do 2, Crackling Bolt will do 4, and then Burn will do 3. Maybe this is too aggressive. If he has VK next turn, this is bad. I have to hit exactly Blood Threshold if he has VK, or Ruby Threshold if he has VK, which might be loose. Save the Crackling Bolt for that, because Crackling Bolt plus Yotul does 4, so that's how you kill Vampire King. Do you have the VK? Relentless Corruption. Okay, definitely playing the list that we were just playing. Sweet. It's not VK though, so we're probably in a great spot. No attacks. I guess we'd have Whirling Brutalizer. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and activate Ghostblade Duelist. You'll hear me talk about this a lot. I don't like to activate Yotul unless I'm getting 2 or more points of damage out of it, generally. If opponent has Extinction here, this isn't stellar for us, but I think we're supposed to play with the other Ghostblade Duelist. If he has Extinction, he has Extinction. Serious with the host. Welcome to his viewers. Drew a Burning Tendrils out of our deck. Yeah, it seems good. It's not Extinction bad, but it's like maybe second worst. All right. Arena Regular's not the worst. Again, I'm just going to go ahead and activate this. I think if he had Extinction, he would have played it last turn, so don't really have no fear playing this out. Now, so Arena Regular is a 2/1 that whenever we gain a charge, he does 1 damage to our opponent. So even our shards will deal damage to our opponent at this point in the game, which is nice. How do I feel about Gorge? I don't know what that card does. Can someone pull up the text in chat? Workerbot should be here unless it's dead. Workerbot should be here unless he isn't. Kill, sure. And again, opponent isn't attacking with this because Whirling Brutalizer off the top savages him. And Ebony Pawn sounds great. And I am going to go ahead and... There is merit to activating this because we would get in 2 points of damage right now, but we can get 3 points of damage in with it next turn. I also kind of want to save this in case he draws VK and we draw Ruby. Oh, Relentless Corruption draws 2 cards off our deck for him. Can't block. Oh yeah, I've heard it. Someone else recommended that card. It seems okay. It's definitely not the worst card we could be playing. It seems sweet for like a mirror. I'm not sure if it's better than the Darkspire I'm currently playing for a mirror, but all right. And there's a Whirling Brutalizer. So what are we doing damage wise here? So we activate this, and we do 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Seems good. And he's dead to a shard next turn. Oh, he's just dead on board next turn, right? Yeah, because this is 3, 4. Okay. I guess he could draw a Kiss or an Infusion device here to not die with that Relentless Corruption. It's kind of funny. He has outs to draw off of our deck. Yep. Sweet. Okay. The game continues. We're still in a pretty good spot. He could Relentless Corruption into more of our life gain, though. So. For... Oh, yeah, and he's dead because we hit the shard. All right. Alright, so how do I want to board in this matchup? The Darkspires can give them fits. I like the extra burn to the ground. Vampire Kiss isn't stellar, not only because of Relentless Corruption, just because it doesn't kill a lot of his things. Burning Tendril's fine for killing vampires as well. I think I could trim one. Ghostblade Duelist is okay. Maybe I want to trim a burn, just like have the most consistent damage sources. That seems fine. Yeah, let's try this configuration. I've actually played this matchup with the Yotul deck before. Is he going to board out Corruption? Maybe, we don't know. I think it's a fine small hedge to board out a card that's not good against Corruption, though. And it's just not stellar against his deck in general, Vampire Kiss. I don't love Emberspire against the Exarch of the Egg deck. It's just like not great at attacking. I like the Emberspire witches are in the board mostly for the wildlife gain decks, like they have Succulent Cluckodon, things like that, Balthazar. Yeah, seems super reasonable. We get to go turn 1 Ghostblade, turn 2 Shard of Hatred, second Ghostblade. Also have the option to go turn 2 Darkspire Priestess now, which is not bad. We have plenty of answers to vampires without the Emberspire, which we've got up to 4 tendrils and 4 crackling bolts and stuff like that. So remember, tendrils and crackling bolts kill Vampire Kings in this deck because Yotul's activation makes them do 1 more point of damage. Since we drew the Blood Shard, we can get our second Ruby with this dual shard, which is nice. Skip. I mean, sure, don't board any of your creatures against the removal spells. Like that's like basically what you're saying. I think it's fine though. Like you can't play around everything. And if it gets Crocosaur, you can burn the Crocs in response to fighting, so you can just time it a little bit better. Whirling Brutalizer. Come on, punish him. Whirling Brutalizer. Alright, so we're just going to go boop into Dork here. And again, not activating Yotul just yet, because I'd like to get at least 2 points of damage out of that activation. Hopefully just like goes Shard VK this turn, and then we get to ranch him with Burning Tendrils. Yeah, hopefully he attacks with this Exarch of the Egg as well, because then we get to crack him with Darkspire Priest after we hit this. No attack is good. Opponent took the right line there. So let's play this Shard of Hatred out and get our second blood. We do have 1 Darkspire Tyrant in our deck. I mean, even if he has Extinction here, it's not that bad. It would have been trading like 2 cards for our 2 Ghostblade Duelists, which is fine. Yeah. Do I want to ship with this dork is the question. Yeah, I kind of do. Because like if he blocks and he eats it, we get to deal 4 damage to him, and if he kills it, like, and it doesn't deal 4 damage to him, we just get another Darkspire out of our deck. So pretty happy with either of those results. Yeah, it was a 2-cost deal 4. Sounds great. It's a 2-cost deal 4 that also gained us a life because our opponent didn't attack with the Exarch of the Egg last turn. Vampire Princess, sure. We'd like to draw another another Burning Tendrils this turn, but, you know, worst case, we just like Crackling Bolt this. I guess this is a reason to wait to attack. I'm going to go ahead and activate my champion just because we have excess charges here. And again, we're doing 2 points of damage with this activation, so I think it's fine. Our opponent has another source of life gain. We're going to be in a little bit of trouble. He's also getting... Still has corruptions in his deck. Ooh! He drew a spider egg. That's excellent for us. That's another reason to not have the corruptions in your deck post reserves against us, is you want your Exarchs. Yeah, don't ask to ask. Just throw your question in chat. Someone will ask if they should. Should we work on getting better cards? Should I make Bee's deck ladder? Yeah, kill that. Sure. Got my spooter. It's your spooter, but it's my spooter. Everybody gets a spooter. Excellent. You should spend whatever resources you have on whatever you enjoy playing more. That's honestly just the best answer. What do you like playing the most? Spend your resources on that. So we're going to activate this because this Arena regular will then deal 2. And I'm going to give that Arena... Oh, wait. I need another blood in case we draw the Darkspire Tyrant. Almost messed that up. And this will deal 2, and then Spiderling will attack for 1. My opponent has a Shard. They do get to gas up next turn and get some more cards going. We got a Spider because our opponent's playing my non-bow deck. They Exarch of the Egged and then Relentless Corruption. Burning Tendrils would be the sick rubbins here. Just another Arena regular. And again, we're going to have to play this out because... no, don't want to attack with that one. We're going to have to play this out because if Vampire King hits us, he's going to take away our troop. So I'm assuming we're getting hit by Vampire here. I feel like you want to draw cards before you do this. Just like get the full picture. Regardless of whose deck you're drawing the cards from. No, I did not. I haven't looked at any of the WMCQ lists yet, Matt. True, my Whirly Brutalizer, sure. God, even a Crackling Vortex here kills him, right? Ebony Pawn. That's not bad either. So we're keeping up with the Vampire King now. And we're doing 3 damage a turn at least. That's a lot of draws to kill him now. Nice, Diggerus. Congrats. This deck's very good. Feels very powerful. Feel free to link it, Matt. What's interesting or special about it? You can give me the highlights, too. Hopefully he draws another Relentless Corruption and then hits into the other egg that's in our deck. Rats. One of those two things happened. There's a lot of removal in our deck. No, my Crackling Vortex! Ah, how rude, opponent. I was going to kill you with that. You also have to keep in mind, Matt, that the Australian WMCQ was probably like 60 people, if that. Yeah, that's why you shouldn't play bad metagame decks. You shouldn't play decks that want to play against one thing. You should play decks that are genuinely, individually, uniquely powerful that can play against the field. That's why this Yotul deck is great. It has a nice, proactive game plan. It isn't trying to do something cute and metagame against a single archetype or deck. He must have a removal here, and he's deciding what he wants to kill. That's an interesting one to kill. And a Blood Infusion device. Okay, so we need a live draw this turn. We've got a lot of them. That was one of them. Alrighty. You're now Plat 1. Cosmic. Oh, jeez. Oh, Primal Pack. Oh, Primal Pack. We should open the Primal Pack on stream, right? Like that. That's just what should happen. We should open. Is anyone in favor of not opening the Primal Pack on stream? Where do I go? Oh. Do I go here? I wanna open a pack. There's so much poop in this pack. I don't know how you fit this much poop into an entire primal. None of these cards are good. Voice of the Ashwood is fine. That's fine. It's a solid medium. That's so sad. Oh, I could spin the chest. What does spinning a chest do? I've never had gold to do this before, and now we have gold. Spin. Each booster pack gives you cards of random order. You can open chests and upgrade it using wheels of fake. Steal gold. You've already tried your luck to upgrade a chest. Am I supposed to spin this? No! That's so rude. That's so rude. Oh, look at those. Look at those PvE things. Look at them. All right. Well then. Like, now that I'm reminded why I don't gamble, let's go ahead and play another match with Burn. Howdy, Dino. Afternoon. What's wrong? No! Alright, we found one of them bad metagame decks. It's gonna crush us probably. Hopefully not. That stands medium, but we're gonna keep it. It's got a consistent damage source. There are going to be pair-ups and pair-downs to, you know, prioritize making matches happen as opposed to people sitting there. We're platinum and we got paired down to gold today, I believe, but most of our opponents have been plat. Get my pawn going on, get a whole lot of pawn going on. Do 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 do. If we want to hit a whirling brutalizer next turn would be ideal. Is what we's looking for. Want to brutalize our opponent. Chlorophilia, you got it. Oh, that's a pretty good sequence. Probably want to burn that. Definitely playing this. Do I want to kiss this? Yeah, I'm going to kiss this. Just keep him off the accelerant and then poke him with the ebony pawn here. Blood Infusion Device does 3 points of damage. It gains you life and it also fixes our resources. And it gives you a charge. This card is just very, very good. Alright, Hierophant. And he doesn't have another resource, so killing his accelerant seems like it was fine. I'm definitely playing this. I think we're going to start just activating Yotul here and getting in some damages. I'm just going to Crackling Bolt, Burn, Blood Infusion Device, Ebony Pawn. This puts him to 14. This puts him to 12. And then next turn, I can do 2-5. And then, yeah, so we're getting him pretty dead here. That's a pretty good draw for my opponents. This card, if it's the first card you've drawn it for your turn, you get to play it for free. It does mean my opponent does not have another resource to play this turn. 2 Runir Hierophants might race us. Alright, Arena Regular makes me wish we would have sequenced differently from last turn. We're activating this and then doing... Yeah, we're activating this and then doing Blood Infusion Device for 4 and this for 2, and then we've got live draws to kill our opponent next turn. A Shard that makes a temporary resource is lethal. A Crackling Bolt is lethal. Yeah, so we've got a few draws. Arena Regular is not lethal. We're going to be 1 point short, so we can do 2-5, and then our opponent lives. So maybe killing the Howling Brave was wrong. Of course, he would have gotten in a couple extra points of damage. Maybe he would have played another card out of his hand. So close game. I like to board out the Ghostblade Duelists against the wild decks. They're going to be bringing in Succulent Cluckodons, Ember Spire, which is good. Burning Tendrils is good. I think Pure Kiss isn't great. Electro Fry is fine. Heatwave is medium. I think I'd rather just have like another Darkspire Priestess. Let's try this configuration. You bring in the Tyrant against other burn decks and decks that want to go a little bit long. So this hand doesn't have a consistent damage source, but Whirling Brutalizers are pretty good, so we're going to keep it, and hopefully we just like rip a Arena Regular into shards, or rip a pawn into shards, or something like that. Am I just burning this? Yeah, we're going to be tight on resources this game, so I'm just going to go ahead and get this in here now. Do I bring in Witch in the mirror? No, Witch doesn't seem very good in the mirror. It stops your life gain as well as theirs. I'd much rather just be gaining life. On Roku. You see, you're the best, Ian. You're a sub, and you sit through the ads? This is not stellar. Yeah, I guess I'm just activating this and doing 6. My opponent hasn't played anything, which means they kept a bad hand, but it probably means they're just going to play a Runeer Hierophant next turn, which is unfortunate. If we hit our shard that makes a temporary resource next turn for Whirling Brutalizer, we might have a chance, though. Usually the only reason they keep hand, they don't do anything on 1 and 2. Okay, so our opponent's hand probably wasn't keepable. Maybe they have removal? It's the only thing I can think of is that they have removal, as that's why they'd keep their hand that they have here. Maybe it's just got like 12 Cluckadons in it? Meek, sure. Okay, so their hand has removal, so they had interaction, we just didn't have anything that lined up with it. That's fair. I guess if it has Meek plus like shards into Cluckadon, that seems reasonable. Hex Colin with the 5-month resub. You're great. Thank you. I appreciate the continued support. 23 out of 100 towards next long stream. Well, if we would have hit a shard there, we probably could have won this game. We would have just like gotten to curve out Whirling Brutalizers, and like we play one this turn attack, he doesn't block. The next turn he hits us with this. We Burning Tendrils the Rhino and then crash. But I'm just gonna pack it in. We're done. Pretty done here. And again, this is why I think I wouldn't be unreasonable to have a 24th shard in this deck. I think we definitely lose more games to not having enough shards than to having too many shards. Broke 200 people for the afternoon. Welcome to everyone. Thanks for hanging out here while we play some Hex TCG. Waiting to queue, waiting to queue. Hi ho the Cheerio, waiting to queue. We'll play some Yotul until we run into like a Running Fox champion, and then we'll cool it. You side in the mirror. You bring in the extra Darkspires. Cleaves are okay. Kiss is great, obviously. The Ghost Blades are not stellar. Is this the same person we just played against? I lose track. So we'll go this into Ghost Blade, this into regular, this the following turn. Yeah, the pouch food is great. Super easy cleanup. So we can't activate my champion ability next turn, so we need a blood threshold in order to activate it. Howling Brave. If we draw a shard that makes a temporary resource, we're just going to burning... Ooh, he's got 2 of them. Okay, maybe not. He could Crocosaurus next turn, which will be kind of gross. Do you want to ship with this? I kind of want to ship with this. Yeah. Hopefully we just don't get crocked. As long as this isn't a main deck Cluckadon, we're in an okay spot. I guess even if it's main deck Cluckadon, we just get to... God bless America. Alright, we're done. We're done! We're playing the control deck again after this. I quit. I'm tired of people playing decks that can't beat real decks. Ugh. Ugh. So let's play this. Play Crackling Vortex, deal 4. Burning Tendrils, deal 3. Ghostblade, deal 2. Arena Regular, crack for 2. We're still in an okay spot, but like, come on now. This card's just embarrassing against the control deck. I'd much rather play a deck that makes their cards embarrassing. Now we're going to get Crocosword to follow it up, eat the rest of our guys, just die. That would be sad. Just Runir Hierophant. Sign me up. It's great. Activate this. Play a Mashad of Hatred. You have anything interested in this other than Bloodcipher's card? Not today. I think we're going to play something different on Thursday, perhaps. But today I'm just going to play these decks. I'll have to think about it. I didn't put a lot of energy into thinking about new Hex decks this weekend. I was cheesing people in Legacy. I mean, it's not good against Bombus. If it could kill, I don't even really want to. I guess we'll play out the match, but I don't even really want to play out the match. I'd much rather just queue into him with a control deck and teach him how his metagame deck really is. No, I don't like that. Bring in the Electrifries. Yep, that's what I did last time. Ghostblade's out, Electrify, Burning Tendrils, and extra Darkspire in. It's like fine at best against big bombs. It's like passable. So the Succulent Cluckodon is a 4/4 for 4. Then when it comes into play, you gain 4 life, and it deals it fights target troop that only costs 1. So that's why the Ghostblade Duelists are coming out. We don't want him to have things to get value off the Cluckodon with. I was Pokemon hunting though. These decks probably don't beat the Fog decks either, which is, you know, funny. I also really don't like to work on other TCG stuff. Like, I don't play other matches of Magic in between rounds at Magic tournaments. I just like to do non-TCG things and focus my energy on the event that I'm playing, on the rounds in the actual event. I also don't think the Fog deck is particularly good. Like playing the Fog deck to play against these decks, I think is as embarrassing as playing these decks to play against like the Yotul decks. Like they're not genuinely powerful on their own. They're just powerful in the context of the format, and I'd much rather play decks that are genuinely powerful. So I activated my champion power, got a charge from this, which did 2, got a charge from the infusion device, which did 2. Someone that was asking earlier about the infusion device, it's just so powerful with Arena Regular. This is awkward, because again, if I saved the burn, I could have burned this in response to it trying to fight something, so maybe I got a little bit too aggressive. I forgot, I wasn't thinking about the fact that this was post-reserves where he's going to have Carnosauruses in his deck. That definitely would have been better to save. I can't believe the people that cut the combat trainings from the McBombus deck. The Banks deck is genuinely powerful. Maybe. I mean, it seems bad against Prophecy Burn. What is it? What is it like? Is it beating anything? It's bigger than the other mid-range decks, I guess. Oh, this gets any permanent. Okay, I should have known that, and I should have blown that sooner. I guess I didn't know I was playing around this card. Alright, well this burn can kill that at least. We've got that going for us. He's going to need to activate his champion power pretty soon though. Well, activate this, play the arena regular, get 2 damage off of this at least, so we're not just using this to kill that. We're getting in 2 points of an extra point of damage, so that's nice. I get it, Metronome, you think your baby's perfect. I understand. Everyone has attachments to the decks that they build. Yeah, probably just never beating that. Yeah, we'll just call it.